A stereotype, in my opinion, is discrimination, is a gap that means the people that prejudge to other people before actually getting to know them. This is a problem that one of the challenges that our society faces. We have to solve this problem, and this essay will help to that to reach to general peace and respect in the world. Isn't that what we want? There is a lot of types of stereotype. For example, social stereotype, black and white, poor and rich, academic jobs and handed jobs, gender, male or female. Yes, uncivilized and civilized people, social, black and white, poor and rich, academic jobs and handed jobs, gender either male or female, and the topic that I want to talk about it, religions from political side. Terrorism. The world has an incorrect vision to the Muslims in the whole world, and especially on the Arab world, that they terrorists. This happened because of a lot of actions that happened. For example, the happens of September that happened in America, kill the President Sadat in Egypt, and a lot of actions. Yes, and there was a lot of examples about it. For example, the bombs of that happened in Egypt, and شو معنى كنيسة and a charge in Egypt to the Christians people, and a lot of examples and so on, by those who call themselves as Muslims. Indeed, there is no relationship between Islam and those people, because the Islam is the religion of peace, the religion of tolerance, the religion of love. There is no any relationship actually between Islam and these terrorist actions. For example, I used this storyboard. For example, there was a people or the man that yes, Muslims is not actually terrorist. Yes.
Yes, it's here.
Muslims is
So
not terrorist.
Storytime.
Yes.
Storyboard.
Now there is a lot of suggested solutions that by it we can solve this big and huge problem in the world, and this stereotype of terrorism and the relationship between Islam and terrorism. There is a lot of solution according to my brainstorming. For example, make an international awareness campaign representing our religion by good manners and values. When we travel abroad, we can represent our religion by our good manner, by our values, by treatment with foreign people with good manners and values. For example, by debates with East and West, between East and West, and dialogue civilization between youth, by international conferences that happened in a lot of countries and in United Nations, for example. Yes, when we're traveling abroad in international youth conferences and debates and dialogue civilizations, there's a lot of solutions that we can use it to resolve the problems of terrorism. That actually it's a huge problem that happen daily in the whole world, but there is an incorrect vision that some people, and especially Europe, America, that called Muslims, and especially in Arab world, that is terrorist, but this surely incorrect vision and incorrect stereotype, because Islam is the religion of love, tolerance, peace, and so on. This all my something today. Yes.
Great. I like the way here you start with the introduction in general.
Thesis.
And that's really, yes, and a thesis statement. That's really great. I like here when she drew here.
Brainstorming.
Yes, brainstorming, and the storyboard here really very nice. I like the solutions also. She drew storyboard here, even in her solutions. They use brainstorming, and I like I like the example you mentioned here.
Yes.
That's a great, strong example, strong evidence. That's a great, thank you.
You are
Love
welcome.
it. Thank you, thank you. Yes. You have any comments? Could I ask
Yes.
you have any comments?
Yes, here you are. What? Repeat it, please. I can't hear.
It's a type of it. She focused on just talking about Muslim and
It's not about stereotype.
Yes.
It's not even.
Yes, here you are. Talk with me.
And most of the essay, she kept talking about the Muslims and terrorism. Somehow, it didn't focus on stereotype. There was no relationship, that much of a relationship between stereotype and the topic she was talking about. Me as a reader, I didn't. My attention was contribute. I didn't. There were.
She's talking about stereotype about Islam.
Islam and Muslims. Yes. And Muslims.
This is the topic. We're here to talk about stereotype in general. Then we go deep.
General وبعدين deep.
No, you in an introduction you have to start with the general statement.
Yes.
And then gradually you
Yes.
talk about what are you going to do next step.
This is what I wrote in this is a statement that there are many problems that cause because of stereotype. I wrote terrorism and generalization and unknowledge. Then I'm going to start talking about each of them in one paragraph.
You here start talk about what? Which kind of stereotype?
I'm going to talk about 3 types of stereotypes. Stereotype.
3 types of stereotype you're going to solve them?
One idea for one paragraph in the body.
So it will be a long essay.
It's not going to be a long. I'm not going to talk about it deeply. Just I want to talk just like as a hint and
Surface
solutions.
meaning?
No.
Okay, but it should be very to like start talking about something specific to expand the ideas. Okay. Okay. Could you please say what you have?
Just an introduction. I wrote just an introduction.
Yes, introduction. Yes. Thank you, Noor.
The gap between cultures becomes widely day by day. This universal and global problem is because culture differences between people, even in the same culture. The gap has many shapes and sides. One of them is a stereotype. بعدين بحط حطيت quotations علامتين اللي هي we are all the same, black and white, men and women, Muslims and Christian, foreign or Asian, poor or rich, educated or uneducated, we are all the same. We have the same plot and the same end. بعدين بلش in a recent study it has been proved that stereotype is one of the main causes for a lot of another problems, and one of them are
Could you please recent research? You should mention this at the body, not in introduction.
ما أنا بدي أحكي إنه
Introduction should be by your own.
لا إنه recent study إنه they into that there are 3 problems that are caused because of
when you talk about study, talk about this as examples, but an introduction should be your own statements.
تمام.
Okay?
خلاص.
I like it. Okay, but you here talk about yes,
Something
what,
general.
Yes, you have, okay, just choose one of them. Maybe we can start with the color.
The color of people.
Color stereotype.
خلاص
Great.
تمام يعني
And they mention three problems, describe 3 problems and 3 solutions.
زين هي بس بنحدد موضوع معين له علاقة بالستيريوتايب اللي هو أنا ممكن آخذ الكولرز.
Oh, yes.
خلاص.
Just colors is enough, okay? Just you have to choose one stereotype of this and then start, okay, talking at the first body, okay, 3 problems and 3 solutions and then the conclusion. And you can use this paper. It's going to be great. Where is the paper they give you? Yes. This one, yes. You can, okay, use these connectors. It's really great, logical connectors, like to bridging the gap between the ideas. It's like transitions. You can have to use to compare and contrast between the bodies paragraph, and you can use the additional again, also, then, besides, finally, furthermore. And you can use to emphasize something, or you're going to emphasize a point. You can use this indeed, in fact, above all, and also here to conclude. You can use these conclude, all in all, as a noticed, in summary, in the end, to conclude, and also here to cause and effect. You can use it in the thesis statement. You can use it in the thesis statement here, cause and effect accordingly. Here in the thesis statement, you can use it, yes? Consequently, here, when you talk about the cause and effect in the thesis statement, and therefore does consequently, hence great, as a result, there are many problems that is caused by this one, You have to mention in the thesis statement the cause and effect. The relationship between the cause and effect is what we are going to talk about the body here, in the body paragraph, Thank you all today. See you.